guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be doing a glass painting. If you've seen my other videos I've done before, I've done window art, so it's kind of the same, except you'll be using a glass from like a frame, or you can buy the acrylic glass, like pre-cut acrylic or pre-cut glass, like tempered glass. So I went ahead and bought some frames from the thrift store. This was $1. So I'm going to use this, and then what I'm going to be doing is I printed out some images that I think I might want to use. So again, these are just images that I got off of the web page. And what you do before printing it is you'll want to mirror your image. Like, it just has to be mirrored. So I went ahead and mirrored them, and then I printed them. And then make sure you size it to the size that you want, or the scale. So for this one, I'm going to be doing this guy. So what you'll want to do is wipe down your glass and make sure it has no like debris or anything like that. So mine was from this thrift store, and it's kind of chipped on the edge, so just be careful if you do end up buying yours at the thrift store. So I'm going to wipe it down. Okay, so mine is clean. Now you'll put your picture over it, just kind of where you want it, and then you'll want to tape it down. And then now you're going to, with a Sharpie, so for this you'll need you'll want to use oil-based markers. I don't have one, so a Sharpie does work, but you need to be extra careful when you're painting on the paint, when you're applying the paint, because it will, if you kind of do like brush strokes, it'll remove the black outline. So you have to be careful when you use. Another thing you could do is if you're pretty precise and your hand is steady, you can also use a fine point paintbrush, and you can trace with black paint. That is a little bit harder, I would say, but it is doable. You just have to have a steady hand. So either one, you could do Sharpie. You'll have to go over it like maybe 2 or 3 times, because it does go on the glass kind of opaque, so you'll probably have to go over it like 2 or 3 times, so it gets more bold. So you'll go ahead and trace the outline. You'll trace that outline. I don't know if you can see, but that's what you'll be doing. So if you mess up, you can do what I did and just kind of wet the X-Acto, and then like kind of scratch at the part that you want to remove, like these eyes. I think I'm going to use the fine point, so I'm going to scratch off the part that I did that I don't want. And so basically just lift the tape off And then this is what it looks like. Here, I should do this. So that's what it looks like. And right now, before you begin painting, you can kind of see what you might want to clean up before you begin painting. So for this, I'm going to use acrylic paint. I have my water to clean my paintbrush, and I'm going to be using this one here and this one. So when you are applying your paint, it's better not to it's better to dab the paint on there than how you normally do when you're like doing brush strokes, because like I said, you might be clearing the outline underneath if you start brushing instead of dabbing. And I printed a comic, and now I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to let that one dry, and I'm going to start on the next one. The other one I was going to do a bigger one for Anthony. So I think I'm going to do one. I think I might do a Demon Slayer one for him. So I'll be doing Zenitsu, and I'll show you how I do this one. But now that this one is dry, I'm going to go ahead and paint over it with black to just kind of cover the whole thing. So I covered it in black now, and I'll go ahead and clean up what I need to clean up. So look right here. So I didn't have my Mod Podge, but if you have it, you can seal it with Mod Podge, and then so that's the back of it. So now I'm going to just kind of wipe it down, get rid of my fingerprints. Alright, so it's pretty clean now. It's the finished product. Won't focus. There we go. So I printed a comic and put it in the back, and then I put the image on the glass.